Hello, loves. How are you? Welcome to the Superman tutorial. We're going to break this down into if you are not comfortable in your Superman, you're in your beginning of your Superman journey. We'll go through some conditioning drills for those inner thighs. We'll break it down and then we'll go through some intermediate entries for those of you that are comfortable with it and want to explore some different ways of getting into it. And then I'll leave my more advanced babies with a super fun Superman combo. Okay, let's dive right into the drills. Okay, so first thing we're going to start with is the Superman push-up. You've maybe probably seen these done before. I like these for strictly, it is good upper body strength, and it's also just a good way to condition our inner thigh area. This move is intense on the skin when we're first learning it. So it's best to take it slow, go at your own pace, and consistent practice will make this better. Okay, so for these, you're gonna sit up in a downward facing dog type position. Get your crotch on the pole. All right. I want you to cross your ankles, squeeze your butt, squeeze your butt. All right, if this is difficult, then just practice hanging out here. So maybe you squeeze here for 10 seconds, switch its leg on top, squeeze. The reason it's important to squeeze your butt, squeeze your thighs, squeeze your knees together is if you let that go, it actually hurts more. If you're hanging onto the pole with your muscles, it's going to be way more comfortable than just letting your skin hang on. That's not comfortable. None of it's really comfortable, but you know what I mean. Okay, so first drill is just setting up into a Superman type position, squeezing your butt, squeezing your knees together, squeezing your inner thighs, quads. Now next, when you get comfortable with that, you're going to start taking your legs off. Again, squeeze your butt. We can do little push-ups. Squeeze it. Don't have to do a lot of these. Again, this is just to condition that skin area. Okay, so we have hold, more like a Superman plank hold. We have Superman plank push-ups. The next drill, I want you to grab, let's start with one block, okay? So place the block in front of your pole. I want your pubic bone on the block. You can actually put it kind of up against the pole. Pubic bone on the block. Legs in a Superman type position. Play around with this. Some people like to have their ankles crossed. I actually prefer to have my feet not crossed. So everyone's different. For this specific exercise, go ahead and cross them. I want your left hand on the floor. Your right hand is going to reach back. Now, it's important in our Superman that we don't have an internally rotated shoulder, okay? So practice moving from an internally rotated shoulder, which means the top of my shoulder is facing the ground, and then push onto the pole with your hand, turn your bicep up towards the ceiling. And this is more working towards external rotation. So we have internal, external, internal, external. We really want to fight for this externally rotated shoulder, and you can lift the other hand up. Look over those fingers, okay? So from the other side, place your right hand down. You can even switch the cross of your ankles, grab up onto the pole. If this is even uncomfortable, you can always attach a strap to the pole so that you're further away, okay? So from here we have internal, top of your shoulder towards the floor, external, bicep facing up. So internal, no, external, neutral, external, yes. Once you get to a good externally rotated position, lift that other hand up and look out. Make sure your butt's squeezed, inner thigh still squeezed. Okay, beautiful. Next exercise, stack both blocks in front of the pole. All right, for this one, again, pubic bone on the top block. Squeeze the pole with your thighs as if you were in Superman. Cross your ankles or leave them apart. Either way, squeezing your inner thighs together. Now, right hand's gonna lift up. Okay? So I'm here. I'm gonna reach down. I'm gonna remove this top block. Now I have a little bit more weight, a little bit more like a Superman. If you can, replace the block. Set your pubic bone back down. Switch hands. Switch the crisscross of your ankles. Reach back with your left hand. Grab the pole. Squeeze your butt. Squeeze your thighs together. Lift off. Right hand up. Reach down. Take that block out. Squeeze your legs. Look up over that hand. When you're done, you can either replace the block. If you're sliding, just place that bottom hand down, other hand down, and come down to the ground. Okay? So, once you're like, okay, Steph, I'm ready to give my Superman a try. The most basic, what I think is the most basic entry and the way I was taught and the way I see a lot of people being taught is from The Apprentice. Again, we're all different, so definitely experiment with the entries in the next part of this tutorial to see if there's one that meshes better with you, okay? So from The Apprentice, we're gonna have the inside leg outside of our quad area on the pole. My top hand is pulling sideways. My bottom hand is pushing. I want to try to get my head, my upper body parallel to the floor. So here. Top leg comes up, outside of your heel pushes into the pole. You're going to switch this hand to be behind that top knee. I want you to lean back, take this leg off the pole, and turn that knee down towards the floor. So this is where a lot of people get stuck, right? You're here and you're like, ah. All right, so from there, it takes practice to figure out how much you can open your legs so that you slide down a bit without opening them too much so that you fall. All right? So, Apprentice, hips down. Keep your legs a little far apart here as your hips sink, and then you can squeeze. Okay? Do a little pat out. All right, so let's try that on the other side. So again, Apprentice. Reach around. I want you to start turning your chest towards the floor, turning your hips down towards the floor. All right? Leave a little space in between your legs as you make this transition. So see how much space there is? As I sink down, and then I can squeeze and finalize the move. Okay? You can always slinky down. All right, guys. So we have our drills. We have our conditioning. We have probably the most basic entry. Then you can dive into the other entries And if you're feeling really solid, you can give the combo a go. All right, so let's move on to the next. All right, now let's talk about some of my favorite entries. The first one's going to be cradle, thread through to Superman. I'm going to do it not spinning, and then I'll do one sun spin. Okay, so this one, set up into a cradle, straighten both legs. Going to bend your top leg, lean back, point that bent knee down towards the floor, drop your hips, Superman. Let's watch them spin. All right, spin, cradle, straight legs, bend that top leg, lean back, knee pointed towards the floor, drop your hips, Superman. All right, next one is going to be from, I've heard this called lots of things, so just, I'm going to call it your typical hip hold, okay? So, invert, outside leg hang, inside leg is going to come towards your face, squeeze the pole with your inside hand armpit, hip hold. You're going to reach up with your top hand, reach down with your bottom hand, drop your hips, Superman. All right, next one is going to be from Russian fish. So the Russian fish I like to get into from an apprentice here. Your top hand reaches behind your top leg. You're going to start twisting your hips towards the floor. Okay, Russian fish. From here, drop that leg down, release the bottom hand, Superman. Okay, next, from a Cupid. I'll do it not spinning first. Cupid. All right, my bottom leg is going to swing behind the pole in the direction of my booty. Top leg straighten, hips towards the floor, Superman. Let's watch that one on spin. I'm going to invert into my Cupid so you can just see a different way of getting into your Cupid. So invert, Cupid, okay, bottom leg behind, top leg straighten, drop your hips. Gotta love that sound. All right, next is going to be from an inside leg hang, which is going to be similar to the hip hold transition. So let's invert. Inside leg hang. Okay, so from here, I'm going to place one hand behind my top knee, one hand on the bottom, like I'm in a flat line. Okay, so flat line Scorpio. Bring your bring your straight leg towards your face. Outside hand reaches behind that left leg, outside leg. Hips towards the floor, Superman. All right, so let's watch that one from spin. Okay, so I'm going to invert, inside leg hang, Superman. Invert, outside leg hang, inside leg hang. Reach up, flat line, outside leg to your face, outside hand behind that leg, drop your hips, look up. Last one we're going to go over today is from Apprentice, which is actually the one that I probably recommend starting with. It tends to be the, I won't say easiest. These entries feel different for everyone, but it's definitely one if you're more in the beginning of your Superman journey to definitely play around with. So this one's similar to the Russian fish. It just takes out the Russian fish, basically. So set up, inside leg up onto the pole around your outer thigh area. Pull across with this top hand, push down with the bottom hand. Come into your cradle. Apprentice. Going to hook the outside of your heel on the top of the pole. Reach back around that leg, the knee pit, with your hand, thumb facing up. Release this leg. Lean away from the pole. Hips turn towards the ground. Superman. All right, and for my babes who feel super comfy in the Superman, here is a fun combo for you to try. Yay! All right, so you have your drills to condition this inner thigh skin. I promise you it does get better. Consistent practice, not overdoing it. Let them heal in between your Superman training sessions, but it will get better. You have your entries to play around with, and you have a fun combo. So we have invert, Superman, transition to Titanic variation, and then tumble down to a trapped shoulder mount split. All right, guys, please tag me in your videos. I cannot wait for you guys to work through this one, and post your videos, questions, photos in the Facebook group and on Instagram and tag me. Love you guys. See you soon. Bye. Mwah.